Hello everyone, I am Neoxenoc, and this is my Let's Play of Final Fantasy IV. And as soon as I remember how to... Okay, I set up my streaming on a set of hotkeys, but I can never remember what hotkeys I'm supposed to use. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Alright. Super. Awesome. Okay, so anyway, back to the game. Okay, so Final Fantasy IV. So I have not played any kind of Final Fantasy IV since I originally played it on the PlayStation console, the OG PlayStation original. Let me just adjust my microphone here. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to do a few more checks while I'm here because I did a few test runs of this and I just want to make sure that I'm not hearing any feedback because that happens sometimes and I really hate finding it out later because I can't fix it. Perfect. All right. Especially because sometimes that some of that feedback will happen just by shifting things around the wrong way. And yeah, all right. So, and we'll play on, and we aren't babies. We'll play on hard mode because we are not sane. What even is the difference? You know what? I'll play on normal mode. I am a tiny, tiny baby. And did I play it on hard originally? I do not remember. So yeah, the last time when I originally played this, of course, on the original PlayStation, there was awful loading times. This is the 3D remaster on Steam. So I even tried looking at the original for the Nintendo DS for this game, but this just looks better. Unfortunately, inherited the 15 frames per second frame rate for combat. I did find a mod that bumped it up from 15 to 25. Apparently, someone was able to bring it to the full 30. I don't know. I could not find it, however. So, I found a strategy guide for this from the Steam guides, and I'll be using that throughout this whole thing. So sometimes I might pull away, which completely pauses the game. I could have it run, but I'd prefer that it be paused partly just to also kind of influence me to not pull away as often as I can. So I guess I can do more talking as I'm... Did I already pull away? Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah, let's go hard mode because I'm not a sane person. So yeah, this game is also kind of loud. I had to really turn down the volume for this compared to what I do for virtually anything else on the system. I also had to I use OBS for these, and I had to turn down give this game a -10 decibel rate just to allow myself to be heard over the game's audio. So I do also have the Pixel remaster of this game, but I played a little bit of it, and honestly, I kind of prefer this style. So I mean, nothing's going to beat the OG. It did what it did, but the remaster for this and Final Fantasy III are pretty top tier from what I understand. I mean, aside from the fact that this port from the 3D remake in the Nintendo DS is kind of not really good. Although I was quite impressed with the Final Fantasy III remake. I mean, it was just a banger all around.
We know more than what our kingdom's peace and prosperity required us to do. The Mysidians knew too much of the crystal and its secrets. His Majesty deemed it so.
So I'm kind of really looking forward to this because I remember very little from playing this originally.
Lord Captain.
Lord Captain! Monsters at the fore!
Although I do remember the fact that the way the game plays and carries itself and has the kind of story with it is kind of You know what? You keep doing that. I want to keep talking. It feels a lot more like Final Fantasy would become. I mean, there's definitely precursors to it. This kind of does where Final Fantasy III felt like a prototype to this kind of storytelling that this game does. Although when I was doing my test run of this, it did seem kind of... the acting and voice acting and all that was really, really anime. I suppose we'll see that when things come up.
Everyone all right?
So, yes, our boy Cecil is having some regrets.
I wonder what it bodes. We've reached the castle, my lord.
Well then, prepare for landing, men.
Man, when I started training to be a Dark Knight and train in all these Black Knight powers, I didn't realize that I might not be doing some good things. Again, I almost called him Bargain. Alright, Bargain. Is it actually pronounced Bygone? Bygone? You know, let bygones be bygones? Or no, it's G-A-N, not G-O-N. Bygone. Let bygones be... No. I'm gonna call you Bargain. Because screw you, that's why. Yes, I'll take the words that you say at face value. Quite a bargain, you might say. Oh, sad fanboy thoughts. Was it the murders? It might have definitely been the murders. Well, I'm kind of hoping that I put my preview up on my OBS just because I just saw my... you know what, if I see it again, I'll do... Oh, good, it didn't show up. Someone on my friends list is playing a game, and for some reason Steam keeps trying to tell me that, even though I don't care. Anyway, what was I doing? Yes, trying to be sad about genocide. I'm sorry, murder. I didn't kill... we killed a couple of people. Not an entire city, I don't think. What? Do you think you can just say whatever you want to me and I'll instantly believe it? No! I'll instantly believe this other person. What was your name again? Captain Bargain. Captain Bargain, yes. My trust in you is instantly shattered. Carnelian Signet. Carnelian Signet. So, what is it with these outfits? I mean, I know it's supposed to be like Dark Knight armor or something like that, but it's pretty typical. It just looked like a typical Final Fantasy style over-designed armor. So, and I know that the graphics here was intended for like a handheld console. So, and one that's outdated, not used anymore, and all that. So the graphics are quite low compared to my overpriced gaming computer right now. So I know that most of this armor is just a texture wrapped on a couple of polygons, but it looks. Here, let me. So yeah, it looks like a bodysuit and not like a suit of armor, like a spandex outfit with painted on designs. I mean, aside from the spikes and the helmet and just the fact that a lot of people's heads are much larger than their bodies. Why are you being such a pansy? What are you, some kind of ladyboy or something? Well, I am a Final Fantasy protagonist. So yeah, some longtime friends here. So I kind of wish that they designed their armors at least a little bit differently, because they look like they're part of the same. I mean, they look only slightly different from each other. I think they should have done a little bit more to differentiate the two, because they look like they belong to the same unit. Like they... I mean, aside from the fact that Kane's helmet makes, and the coloration of his outfit, I mean, he could. That's Final Fantasy Batman right there. I mean, except that he's fine with murder, so maybe a Thomas Wayne style Batman, or Justice Lord Batman. Does Justice Lord Batman murder? I know Justice Lord Superman was fine with it. Okay, so hey, buddy. Yeah, real go-getter with that one. Super. Alright, so yeah, this Baron's Castle is a pretty big place. So, thankfully my handy-dandy strategy guide here in my other monitor shows me the way I need to go, but thanks to my test run of this, I already am kind of familiar with the layout of the castle. What? I've been there, buddy. But yeah, the only thing really hidden here that I can get to, at least at this point in time in the story, is right here. And these are my things. Mine. Mine. I got some money. Money. So I did have one fight. I wonder how much. Oh yeah, I should look into stuff here because So yeah, I just kind of like the idea. So yeah, apparently what this game does is that it has like front row person here, back row, front row, and then swap rows is just switches the place of all of them. I really don't. I really prefer the later game style of being able to just pick one and choose what role each person is in, rather than doing this way. I'm sure this is a holdover from Final Fantasy IV Classic, which is sorely unnecessary in this much more updated game. So I already know he doesn't have any magic. Turn that down just a wee bit, actually. Yeah, we'll keep battle mode on wait. We'll ramp up the battle speed, which is less jarring. I think this matches matches Cecil's colorations now. Kind of generic, honestly. Although I do like this kind of greenish blue rain color right here. Very matrixy, I like it. So his equipment is fine, I don't really have anything special there. Is that something I can actually wear, I wonder? Just out of curiosity. Nope. Kind of figures. I mean, I have close to 500 gold, but not quite there yet. So, yeah. I'm guessing that this is going to be a treasure that I can access later in the game, because after I did my test run, I already figured out that I couldn't do anything with this. Doesn't highlight, does nothing. Hey, boys. So, not a whole lot going on over here. So, is anyone who might be listening to this ever seen the, like some of these old style games, except from a different perspective? I think you might be able to kind of see it right here in the doorway, but there's a reason that the perspective is forced like this, and you can't like turn it from side to side like some more modern games, especially from the PlayStation 1 era, and even a few. And that kind of game, because one I can think of is probably Xenogears, where it has kind of about this level of graphics, except you can kind of turn the camera from side to side, because everything kind of leans up like that, and that gets kind of that modern, updated, yet old look from the original Final Fantasies and these original isometric style games. It's kind of freaky looking, if I'm honest, and I'm kind of surprised it's not a little bit more visible from